old-fashioned man marries a modern woman and hopes to turn her into a traditional woman. We've all heard that story before, and we're seeing it play out in the latest season of Love is Blind UK with Billy and Ashley. Now, granted, Billy hasn't really been explicit with Ashley about the fact that he is a quote unquote old fashioned man, but the fact that he kept saying like he was born in the wrong generation, he wishes that he was born in the 50s, and he works in the military, the red flags are red flagging. It's very clear that he wants a traditional wife, and Ashley is not that. And it's very clear that Ashley is not that, but I think Billy is hoping that he can get her to turn into one. So currently Ashley, she's living her best life. She's a flight attendant, and obviously with flight attendants, I will say they do have a bad reputation, and I can definitely understand why somebody might have reservations in getting engaged and marrying a flight attendant if they're like very intentional about marriage. Billy's main excuse is that he's dated flight attendants before and it hasn't worked out because it's long distance, the shift times are erratic, so it's just not a good foundation for a relationship. And he was willing to break up with her because of this. Ashley sensed this and she was basically like, well, she's basically willing to get another 9-to-5 job. So then he was basically like, okay, if you're willing to get another 9-to-5 job, then we can make this work. But ultimately, he wants a traditional wife. So you would think, okay, it's reasonable he doesn't want her to be a flight attendant. But soon it's going to be, well, you know, you have a 9-to-5 job, but then very soon it's going to turn into, well, you have a 9-to-5 job, you know, we want to start having kids now, and, you know, would you consider staying at, or would you consider going part-time? Oh, would you consider just going full-time, because being a full-time stay-at-home mom, because that makes more financial sense. And I feel like that's how it's going to go. Ashley's going to find herself constantly negotiating to be on his terms until Billy gets his desired traditional wife. Now, Billy is very much like, oh, I'm very serious about marriage. I want this to work. But he's been married before and divorced before. He says it's just because they fell out of love. Is that the real tea though, Billy? Do you think that's the real tea, guys? You know Netflix don't be doing their background searches thoroughly. So, I mean, we'll see. But personally, I don't foresee it working out with Billy and Ashley, just because I feel like he wants a traditional woman and Ashley doesn't want to be that. So they're going to keep clashing heads. Like I said, he's been very discreet about it, but I think he's going to start trying to negotiate and up the ante. So yeah, I don't think this is a match. What do you guys think? Do you think that they can negotiate on this? Do you think they can make it work? Or do you feel like Billy's ulterior motive is to turn Ashley into a traditional wife and it's only a matter of time before he reveals his ulterior motives? I've got to hear from you guys.